Leaders with the organization CASA say that Kilmar Abrego Garcia has an ICE check-in here at the Baltimore office Monday morning at 8. That's when they expect to learn more about his fate. Now, they're hoping that that check-in does not end with Kilmar Abrego Garcia and his family being separated again just days after reuniting. Cheers, smiles, and hugs as Kilmar Abrego Garcia is reunited with his family after his release from a Tennessee jail on Friday.
Hoy es un día muy especial porque después de 160 días he vuelto a ver a mi familia.
Today is such a special day because after 160 days, I am able to see my family again.
But less than 24 hours later, that special day took a sharp turn. According to a Saturday court filing, immigration officials told Abrego Garcia's attorneys that he would be deported to Uganda shortly after he got out of jail on Friday. This comes after he turned down an offer to be deported to Costa Rica, where he would be accepted as a legal immigrant in exchange for pleading guilty to human smuggling charges and staying in jail.
The issue here is that Kilmar deserves full liberation. Kilmar deserves access to his rights, and nothing should get in the way of that.
Josie Sapinar and her team with the organization CASA have been supporting Abrego Garcia and his family since he was unlawfully deported to a mega prison in El Salvador in March. A court order forced the Trump administration to bring him back to the U.S. in June. That's when they charged him with human smuggling in Tennessee. Abrego Garcia pleaded not guilty and asked a judge to dismiss the case, saying it's a punishment because he challenged his deportation to El Salvador. His defense attorneys say the latest threat to deport him to Uganda is further proof that the prosecution is vindictive.
It is preposterous that they would send him to Africa, to a country where he doesn't even speak the language, a country with documented human rights violations, when there are so many other options. This family suffered enough.
A Justice Department spokesperson released a statement saying in part, quote, "A federal grand jury has charged Abrego Garcia with serious federal crimes, underscoring the clear danger this defendant presents to the community. This defendant can plead guilty and accept responsibility or stand trial before a jury." Sapinar and her team say they're just hoping that Abrego Garcia can stay with his family and continue to hold them tight.
Monday's ICE check-in comes with fear, of course, but frankly, this family has been ready to fight for Kilmar's freedom, and they have been doing so for such a long time. So Monday's just another chapter in that fight.
And we received a statement from Senator Chris Van Hollen saying, quote, "Kilmar Abrego Garcia deserves his day in court, but Trump administration officials who continue to make public statements about his case that have been expressly repudiated by the courts would rather insult judges and circumvent our justice system than uphold people's constitutional rights." Now, we did reach out to Congressman Andy Harris for a statement on this. We are still waiting to hear back. CASA is planning to have a prayer vigil and a rally at 7 Monday morning ahead of that check-in with Kilmar Abrego Garcia here at ICE. Reporting live, I'm Brianna Ross, WBAL TV 11 News.